Hey, hi, hello. My. Should it look good? Okay. Okay, so you guys know that I'm totally anal, about like everything when it comes to scheduling and like planning things. And honestly, I have each episode planned out to the fucking T, when it's gonna be released, or even when I have to do any posts, like everything is all laid out, because I'm psycho like that. Um, and something happened to me recently, and I was like, I need to push this episode to the next episode, like ASAP Rocky. So I really wanted to do the one that was supposed to be up for today was going to be about San Diego, which I have fallen in love with. The city's gorgeous. And okay, I'm not gonna spoil it for you. But but yeah, but I am currently in San Diego right now, and the recording place where I am right now, it's not very ideal. It's not very like recording friendly, I feel. I'm actually on my bed and in an Airbnb, and it's kind of near the airport, so there are planes. So I'm hopefully my editor can kind of edit those parts out. And I live or staying at for a while near by the beach, and so just in case you hear some babies or kids, or like my best friend is also here and is watching Monday Night Football in the living room. So if you hear screaming or anything else, you know why. And it's also like it's literally hot as balls right now. Like I'm sweating. We were gonna go out to dinner soon, and I changed and everything. And I was like, nope, gonna change back to like the least clothes possible, because I am sweating and I don't want to turn on the fan because then you guys probably will not hear me. But this is a very, very uncomfortable recording session. But I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna take a sip of my sangria. Okay. Okay. So, like I said, something happened to me recently, and I was like, let's get this road on the show. So, are you ready? Like, you thought Cringe Hinge was so suspenseful, and y'all thought that it was a fake fucking episode. I didn't over exaggerate anything, guys. I didn't. Another thing happened to me. Honestly, one, I'm just gonna start off like, I don't want to generalize men, but I have just met some characters. Let's just say that. So, okay, so you guys know my best friend Ali. She was in the Absence Makes a Heart Grow Fonder episode, who I interviewed, and she's been mentioned in almost every single episode of Bougie and Basic since day one. So she was going to go to Vegas, she does long distance, and her boyfriend was gonna meet us there. Whatever. And I've never met him, and I always hear good things about him. And I'm like, that would be awesome if I met him. I could totally go to, like, I don't mind going to Vegas for like 1 or 2 days, like whatever. Like, Ali is such an important person in my life. Like, I want to meet the person that makes her happy. And so I didn't book anything yet, because I just like wasn't sure fully, like I would be going alone, and like I don't know, I'm just like so scared of just like traveling alone. But I think Ali was totally worth it, 100%. I also had to make sure that my dog was being watched. So there are a lot of different factors that had to play into me actually going. I couldn't fully just go. Yeah, I bought my ticket 2 days before like Ali left or whatever. And we have this other friend. I haven't seen her in years. We actually went to the same high school together. Her name is Mina. And she was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go for like a day and a half. But like, it wasn't the same day and a half that I was going. But I was like, you know what? I'll take it. Like, I don't mind seeing her, even if it's just for like 1 day or like half a day, whatever. It could be like a little reunion, right? So, but to take a step backwards, I got reached out to a few weeks prior to actually me telling Ali, okay, maybe, yeah, I might, I'm leaning towards on going, but I just need to finalize everything. And I was reached out to by someone named Malcolm. And I wasn't sure if I was going and all that stuff. And like, he kept messaging me. And like, I don't know, I just like wasn't, I've been so swamped lately with work. Like, it's really hard for me to get back to everyone. With anything, and I don't know, I just didn't have an interest there, like I don't know who you are. So it's kind of like, okay. And so I honestly probably left him on red like a couple times, and I do feel bad because I don't like being left on red on my like for myself. So yeah, so I do feel bad, and maybe if you guys don't believe me, I will show you the receipts. There was stuff like, I don't know, like, I don't know why you work out, baby, you're so fine, blah, blah, blah. Because I'd be posting like hella workout videos, as you guys know. And I'm like, bro, like, why are you talking to me like that? You don't even know who I am, and like all that stuff. And I was, and I feel weird hearing those stuff from strangers, let alone even just like people that I know. So it was kind of strange for me. So I think that's why I backed off a little. So the day of that I was going to go meet Ali, I went there solo, and he kept saying like, hit me up when you land, like through Instagram and stuff. And like, I just left him on red. Like I told Ali, I was like, please meet me when I land, like, and so I got there. I literally got at the hotel, and not within like 10 seconds of like me being there, I had Ali, Mina, and then Renee was actually there. Shout out to Renee. I haven't seen her in so long. And we just chopped it up it was nice to see her. And then I saw Ali's boyfriend. And then I also, that guy Malcolm was there, like literally within 5 seconds. And he was like, let me take your bags for you. Like, hella, like, bro, you pressing me. And so like, I just felt uncomfortable right off the bat, like within like 5 seconds. And I kind of gave Ali the little nudge, like, save me, girl. And I don't think she fully got it, which is fine. And then so I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna drop off my bags and then come back downstairs and meet y'all. And our plan was to go go-kart racing. And then so I went, he took my bag, and I was like, oh man, this is gonna be fucking weird. We have to go up those long ass elevators. And yeah, so I was like, okay, drop my shit off. Let's bounce. Like, and then he was like, oh yeah, like, I have a surprise for you or whatever. Yeah, that's what he said. I have a surprise for you. If you could see my face right now, it would be fucking hilarious. I I was so speechless. And just like caught off guard. Like when stuff like this happens to me, I can tell that it shows in my face. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, okay. I mean, all right. Like I felt very like, and I'm sure he sensed like the awkwardness. And so, yeah. And then so, whatchamacallit? So we went back downstairs, and then luckily I had Mina with me. Honestly, I was so happy. She spent a shit ton of money just for one flight, just to stay one night. And I honestly, if Mina wasn't there, I probably would have gotten home earlier. So we went go-kart racing and all that stuff, and like he was still hella like trying to like talk to me. He was even like, what should I name my racer name? Or like just like, and there was a bunch of other people there too. Like I thought we were chilling all as homies. Like I felt like I was just being claimed, and I didn't like that feeling, and I didn't like feeling uncomfortable. And I was only there for like an hour or so. And so, yeah. And then so, I went go-kart racing and all that stuff. And then that night, I asked Mina, I was like, hey, let's just have a date night. Like, let's get hella pretty and get hella dolled up and we'll go to Aisha Curry's restaurant, which I was like, oh my God, I'm so excited because it's so hard to get a reservation in San Francisco. And we got one at 9:45 p.m. I know. And then he overheard that, and the look on his face that like he was just like, okay, so you're not gonna invite me? And I was like, so I would think that people don't eat dinner that late. So then I was like, it's really late. I don't think you want to eat dinner that late. And then so him and his friends were like down or whatever. And then so yeah, it was just me and Mina. It was supposed to be me and Mina, and then they came along, which is fine. And then as long as I had Mina with me. And then me and Mina took a nap, and we were like, okay, we're only going to nap for like 20 minutes, right? And then so we kind of overslept, and I was like, hey, I'm going to move my reservation to 10 p.m. Just as like, it was in the same like hotel and everything, but I was like, I think we should move it just to be safe. And then so I told that to them. And then Malcolm was like, you guys are going to be late. Like the kitchen is actually closing. Like I could feel the attitude through the text. And a girl can feel attitude through the text. And we got there, like me and Mina, we were fucking like, we were getting ready. Like we were actually rushing. Like, don't get me wrong. Like we felt bad and all that stuff. We overslept, but we were like, we're taking some shots while getting ready. So that was pretty cool. You guys know that I don't have a lot of girlfriends. So it was just nice to have another female right by my side, and especially during this time. And I was just like, oh God, I'm like so like feeling uncomfortable. Hold on, take a sip of my sangria. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So then Malcolm was like, okay, well, what are we doing tonight? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, honestly, bro, like me and me are hella fucking tired and all stuff, which we were. Like, I felt we did a lot of day drinking, and then we did more drinking before the dinner. And then even at the dinner, we did drinking. And I was like, oh my God, it's a lot of drinking. I usually don't drink a lot. Yeah, right. No, that's a lie. I'm just kidding. No, I don't. Try to stay clean. And then so, no. Oh yeah. So before the dinner, actually, okay, my mind is everywhere. I actually have all my content written out, but I just remembered something. But yeah. But before all that, he was just like, oh, you want to come up to my room to go see your surprise? And I was like, fuck, I know. And so I was like, dude, we got to be back and everything and all that stuff. I got there and I was like, I'll just wait by the door. And he like made me close my eyes and everything and all that stuff. And like, it was a pack of gummy bears. Yeah, just like Haribo gummy bears. So yeah. And I was like, oh, thanks. And yeah. And I texted Allie too. I was like, bro, why did you not tell me that he asked you like what I liked and all that stuff? Like, that's just fucking weird. And then, yeah. And then of course, Allie was like, oh yeah. Cause he wanted to bring flowers first, or like buy flowers. And, my weird ass, I only like sunflowers or like rare color sunflowers or black roses. And then he was like, what the fuck? Where the fuck am I supposed to buy that? And then Allie was like, well, she likes candy. And yeah, gummy bears is always a good fallback, I guess. But yeah, and I was like, oh, thanks. But I only like the pineapple ones. I'm probably just going to throw away the rest. I realized I was such a bitch at that point. But I never gave any like hint that like I wanted this. And I was always hiding with Mina, and I was like, Mina, please, 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 please. And Mina was like, oh, I thought he like made it seem like y'all knew each other. And I was like, nah, bro. So yeah, so then we fast forward and all that stuff. And then we, after dinner, yeah, I was like, bro, I'm hella tired. And it was probably like midnight or whatever. And then me and Mina actually went out. We actually drank more, and we went out until like 4 a.m. Just fuck shit up. It was nice to catch up with her. And honestly, like every single time that we turned every corner, we were like, oh my God, what if he sees us right now? And I was like, oh my God, So we were just paranoid for like hours. And I was like, you know what? If we get caught, we get caught. What the fuck ever, you know? Like, why are we so scared? We were like on tippy toes, walking on eggshells. Nah, let's enjoy our time. So we didn't end up running into any of them. But yeah. So we got home like at 4 a.m. Mina had to be up by like 6 and make it to the airport by like 6:37 because she had work that day. And I was like, no. So next day rolls through. I actually had to work. I was working from like 6 a.m. to I want to say like 11 a.m. We decided that we were gonna go to the pool and chill with Ali and her boyfriend and all that stuff. And so like I told everyone like, hey, I have to work till 11. Can y'all wait for me or whatever? You know, if you can't, then I'll meet you there. That's totally fine. But it'd be nice if y'all wait for me because like I had to do a lot of things solo. Got there or like he like kept texting me saying like, are you done with work? I'm at the pool. Like I'm literally working. I'm in back-to-back meetings. And I literally said I was going to be done at a certain time, then I will be done at that time. Okay? Okay. So, yeah. So after the pool, we're like, all right, we're going to shower. We're going to, we got a reservation at this one restaurant or whatever, this one bar to go watch Monday Night Football. And they're Saints fans because they're from New Orleans. New Orleans. Apparently I say it wrong. It's like New Orleans. But yeah, but before that we were gonna go like ride roller coasters or whatever, and like yeah, so went to the place where they have the roller coaster, and like he was hella paying for me, and y'all know I don't like being paid for. And again, I thought we were all chilling as homies. Like it felt kind of weird that you just no, like why? And then brace yourself, clench your buttholes, because this is where this is where it takes a little plot twist. Guys, that wasn't all weird enough in the past 17 minutes that I was talking. We were walking to the bar, restaurant, whatever, and he was like, oh yeah, I just want to tell you something. And I was like, bro, don't give me another surprise. And he was like, hey, we're not on the same page with things. And I was like, that's exactly what I said. I was like, And then we got interrupted by Ali, and I was like, thank God. And then so like he was talking to Ali's boyfriend or whatever. And then I was like telling Ali, I was like, bro, do not fucking leave me. Do not leave me. Because I'm going to leave and go home. Because he was like, we need to talk. We're not on the same page. And I was like, yeah. And then I found out this is even the more weird thing. And like, I don't want to say anything too bad. Okay. I really, really appreciate every single listener every single time. And you guys know that. You guys know that, I check all the numbers and everything, and I appreciate you guys taking your time out of your day to just like listen to me, my fucking rants and my fucking stories. But this was kind of creepy to me. Okay, you ready? I was told like before I got there, that everyone was out to brunch or breakfast or whatever. And Malcolm, was playing my podcast at the breakfast or the brunch place, whatever. Not on his headphones, but out loud on the table. Okay, yeah, that's okay, fine. Maybe you wanted to study me, and maybe you wanted to use that as leverage and saying like, oh yeah, I listened to this part. But like, it's kind of creepy when you put that out loud in front of everyone. I mean, that's a great support system, but I mean, that's kind of weird. Okay. So yeah, we actually got to the restaurant, and because of like COVID and everything, I had to be separated. Of fucking course. And so I was just with him alone. And Ali was with her boyfriend like at another table like across from us. And I was like, we were yelling across the room. I was like, Ali, what do you want to order? or what drink are you getting? Like literally yelling. And so yeah. And I just felt, and I was completely sober, guys. This sobered me up, and I was just like, no, it was not working out. I've lived 32 years of living. I've never felt so uncomfortable. And I was like, it was to the point where I was like, I might just bounce. Right. So it was the day of the Oakland Raiders and the New Orleans. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Of the New Orleans Saints game. And, you know, the guys are die-hard, like Saints fans, like die-hard. So it was a very intense game, right? And so I think when like the Raiders like made a touchdown, like hella dudes were like talking hella shit. They were like, yeah, what now, you sad bro? Tell me why. He was like, nah, bro, I can't be sad because I'm sitting with this chick right here. I can never be sad when I'm sitting next to her. And I was like, I was like, no, get me out. And I kept like giving this look to Allie like a puppy dog, sad face, like save me. Like for someone that is a diehard fan, you haven't looked at the screen more than once. You keep batting your eyelashes at me. I mean, okay, I honestly don't want to sound like a bitch, but there was no hint within the past week or so that I was interested. I was not. So, yeah. So throughout that whole game, you know, football games are kind of long. He kept giving me compliments. Y'all know I hate fucking compliments. So he obviously didn't hear the rest of the podcast episodes where I hate compliments. And then he kept saying like he's so different, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. Like I'm hella motivated too. Like I don't need that much attention from you, but like I'm willing to be with you and all that stuff. And I was like, bro, honestly, I've heard that shit before. Like I was like clapping my hand. Like I was like, I've heard that. And it's true, I have heard that. So it's kind of like repetitive when you hear the guy say the same exact fucking things. It's kind of like, okay, yeah, oh, awesome, cool. So, yeah. And you know what was even, and it gets more weird, guys. It gets more weird. So, y'all know that I'm tatted. I have like one of my whole arms. I have a half sleeve. I have my pelvic. I have my ribs, my whole back, or half my back, yada, yada, yada. And he was like, you know what? I feel like getting a tattoo. And I was like, what? Did That's exactly how I sounded. I was like, did you just wake up and we're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna get a tattoo? And he was like, yeah, you know, kind of just want one. And I was like, tattoos are something you kind of think of because it is permanent. You know, like you kind of have to evaluate like what you want to get. If you want to get color, like what meaning it has. I mean, like if you just want to get a tramp stamp and say like, I love mom, go up fucking head. But usually people think about what they're gonna get. And I felt like he was trying hard to get one because I have hella tattoos. Like, some of my exes don't even have tattoos at all, bro. Okay. So, and then he was like, I think I want to start a podcast. And I was like, oh my God, this thing, first the tattoos and then you want to start a podcast. I was like, what else? What? So it got to the point where I was really fed up and I was so uncomfortable and I was like, okay, I really have to put my foot down, you know? But you know what brought me to that straw? That was like, okay, this last straw. He literally was like, I'll wait for you. Like, don't worry. Like, I'm always here. Like, I will wait for you. Bruh. I just want to say, what? I have you guys are gonna hear this the whole time. I've never given you any idea. I was hiding from you the whole time. I don't understand. And after that, I was like, you know what? Yeah, we're not on the same page. I don't know where you got the idea that I liked you. I just don't know how you got that idea. And so, yeah, we're not on the same page. And the surprise is cool, but all this stuff is weird. all of the stuff that you keep saying, it gets weird and weirder. And I was like, I didn't want to sound like a bitch, but that's just how I felt, because it was just like one thing after the other after the other. And I was just like, I need to put my foot down. And yeah, and then ended up fucking bouncing. And yeah, that was that. And I was like, cool. Never gonna hear from him again. This is fucking great. Yeah, whatever. Not a big loss to me. Not a big loss. But he is viewing my story. One of the first ones to view my story every fucking time. But that's not the end of it, guys. That's not the end of it. You ready? 1 week later, I get a text. I get a simple text from a number that I have no idea about, or no idea on. And then she was like, or the person was like, hey. And I was like, hey, who's this? You called me twice and you're texting me. And then the girl was like, oh, I was just, well, do you guys hear those seagulls? Because I'm in San Diego right now. And then they asked me, they're like, are you a parent or teacher from blah, blah, blah? And I was like, no, I think you have the wrong number, because Malcolm is a teacher. And then so the person was like, were you in Vegas this week? And I was like, and I didn't answer. And then I got a text saying like, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm just trying to put pieces together. And I honestly thought that it was one of the homies that went. And then I was like, oh, no worries. I figured it out now. Y'all didn't even say bye, like hella rude, but I'm glad you guys had a safe flight home. And then the person was like, hey, I'm not sure what that means. And did you meet a Malcolm while you were there? And then I was like, did I? And then she was like, I'm Malcolm's girlfriend. I saw your number on the phone bill and I didn't recognize it. I'm so sorry to bother you. And then I was like, oh, no worries. Can you please, and then she was like, yeah, can you kind of just like tell me the gist of what happened in Vegas? And I was like, what? And she kept going on. She's like, please call me, blah, blah, blah. But I was out. Like, I'm not going to be rude. I was out with my friends and I didn't just want to call this person. And she like kept going on and on until like midnight. And I was like, wow, bro, like, I'm done. Like, watch her, dude. I did not even want him. I literally had to pry him off me and be like, get the fuck off and fucking just leave me alone. Okay, not literally. I could just always say literally for everything. And yeah. And then so I found out that they have been together for 7 years. They even lived together. Whoa. And I was like, damn, this guy was trying so hard and he had something back home already. Damn. Okay, there goes a fucking plane. All right, we're gonna let that fly by. Because this is pretty juicy, And so you guys know I don't condone cheating. I have been cheated on before and I really don't condone it. And I want to be on a woman's side. Like, I feel really bad for her. So I actually talked to her and I literally told her everything. I was like, I don't know where he got this idea where I liked him, but he had this idea in his head that I was like probably obsessed with him, which I didn't. And I can show you the receipts. I can show you everything you need to see. But that is my story, And then so I screenshotted the text message that I got from her. Her name is Marcel. And I sent it to him. I was like, hey, just to let you know this is happening. And he was like, handling it myself. And I was like, damn, bro, you hella funny. You are hella funny. 7 years. She's a very nice girl. I talked to her. Take care of her before karma gets you. And then, bro, he was like, wow, you didn't talk to me this much in person. Now you're texting me hella. And I legit was like, you mad, bro? And yeah, and it was just like joke after joke. And I was like, hey, when you got time, I'm going to interview you on my pod because you love my pod so much. And we'll talk about how you're a butthurt cheater. So that's what happened to me. And I really don't condone cheating, guys. Like, no, that's not the way to go. And this dude needs to be exposed. So I'm like sweating bullets right now. Okay, so that's what happened to me. And I was just like, damn, what are the fucking odds that this dude left Vegas like just like that because of me, and you had a girlfriend the whole time? Like, why me? Why does this stuff happen to me? I did not exaggerate anything, guys. This was it. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this because this is pure comedy. I was screenshotting everything to Ali and Mina, and I was like, bro, this shit's happening to me right now. So, all right, guys. Weird fact. I don't even, do I have to give you a weird fact? That was a lot. No, I'm not. I'm gonna save you guys a weird fact for next time. All right, guys, I am sweating bullets. I have small tits and it's already sweating in my cleavage, which I don't have. So yeah. All right, guys, I will talk to you next week. Next week is going to be a really interesting one. It'll be a life-changing one for me. So this is like another Cringe Hinge episode. This is no exaggeration. This is all the real deal. This is what you got, what I got, and you guys can see and hear what happened to me. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. All right, guys, I'll see you there, or I'll see you at another time. Bye.